Go.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gonna say now? We came along from last place, bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of this surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back.
What it do, fam? You're listening to the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Wole. Welcome to our Baltimore Ravens recap show. Joining me is Bowie TV's Ravens beat reporter, Carita Parks. Carita is also founder of Double Take Sports. What's going on, Carita?
What's up? We here.
How are you? We here. We here. We in the building.
Yeah.
Glad that.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. It's okay. We're here. We made it. That's all you got to worry about. We made it. That's all that matters. All right. So speaking of like the Ravens are they popping? They on and popping. Sunday on the road, the Ravens got their third. They're on a 3-game winning streak with a win over the Minnesota Vikings, 27-19. Before we dive into this game, we got to knock out some logistics first, though. Hey, make sure you check out our website, which is theurbansportscene.com. Make sure you subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments. Also, I forgot to mention, this is also being streamed on the Bowie TV YouTube channel, so same thing applies. Make sure you subscribe to the Bowie TV YouTube channel and also like this video on both platforms. Don't forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene and like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. All right, let's dive right into it. Carita.
Yeah.
First off, the Ravens started off a little slow, but I want to get your overall thoughts on their performance Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings.
You're right. They started off a little slow. The Vikings defense was definitely giving them problems. But I think we saw what we want to see from the defense, and quite frankly, I will say Lamar could still be getting into his rhythm, but he didn't turn the ball over or nothing like that. So, that is good. And the offense was still efficient. They didn't give up. And all that good stuff. I'm so sorry. I was very distracted because I got something that said Jair Alexander is contemplating retirement.
This is wild.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. This is good. I like stuff like I like real life.
Eagles quarterback Jair Alexander has informed the team he is stepping away to focus on getting right physically and mentally. The 28-year-old is contemplating retirement.
That is crazy.
Dang.
I feel bad for that kid, man.
Poor guy, man.
He can't.
But I saw an interview with him with the Eagles, and he just didn't have that same. Like, he was very peppy, had a lot of energy when he first got to the Ravens, and then when he got over to the Eagles. And that energy kind of decreased, obviously, as time went on. Yeah. But when he got over to the Eagles in his first interview, I was very surprised he didn't have that, like, Jair energy. Yeah. Because it was like a new environment, and I thought there was more, promise for him over there. So that's super sad. I wish I knew more what was going on, but hey, we don't always know everything. So.
I know. And sometimes, you just don't want to know everything about a situation that can be personal. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for him, man. I do. I really do feel bad for him because, like, to your point, going to Baltimore, it was like a kumbaya type of moment, right? Getting to play with his guy, Lamar Jackson. Obviously their relationship in college at Louisville, and it didn't work out in Philadelphia. Now he's, contemplating committing suicide. I mean, not suicide. Sorry. Think about something else. Think about something else. Sorry. Contemplate retirement. I stopped myself quick. I know, right? I mean, retirement. See, now my bad. Let me apologize. I looked down on my phone and I saw something. I apologize. Contemplating retirement. Jesus Christ. God forgive me. But now it's been a tough See, it's been a tough 2025 for him. It really has.
As it has.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened with the Eagles. I was a little confused because they put something out that said he wasn't playing and he wasn't traveling to the team with the team for Monday night.
Yeah.
And so
you never like well
maybe he informed the team of this before the Monday night game.
Yeah. And I think and like you don't know what anybody's going through. So obviously like prayers up to him. I'm gonna be real. Like I'm being real. Like prayers up to him because you just don't know in a situation like that, you don't know what's going on. So like prayers up to him because obviously it's something that is like it's in his mind. It's mental. So I hope it gets situated. I hope it mentally and physically. I hope the best for him. But back to the game. I had a lot like for me. I was really like impressed with a lot. Like obviously defense. You know what they showed out, what they're doing on this nice little 3-game winning streak. But I had like guys like Buchanan, Starks, the rookie, big interception. They like it didn't look great initially because obviously when you saw Minnesota, they had plays on the like plays made and plays that could have been made.
Yeah,
but it was better compared to what we saw in the past. You know what I mean? I think they
for sure
energy. They played that.
Say that one more time.
They play with that Ravens energy. That's what I was saying. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I wanted to add. I apologize because I got distracted earlier.
You're fine. No, you're fine. Stop apologizing. You're good. Believe me, you're good.
Special teams because they also had a turnover.
Yeah,
and that helped again keep the momentum. And quite frankly, this is what you want when the offense isn't getting off to a quick start. That's what you want. You want your defense to step in and create negative plays. You as special teams, anytime special teams can get in on turnovers or changing the trajectory of the game, that is always positive too.
No, I agree. Even there was like and we'll talk about certain plays. But let me get your opinion on this. When do you feel like the game shifted for the Ravens? Because they were down 10-3, 10-6, 10-9. Shout out to Tyler Lute to making those kicks, and then they eventually got the lead to 12-10, all on field goals. I'm sure they wanted to punch it in, but still, like they were able to get the lead. When did you feel like the game shifted? Because in the beginning, it looked like this was going to be like, I don't know, the Ravens can pull this out to a point where they kind of stood their ground and were able to get the win. When did that change for you?
It was definitely Malaki Starks' interception because up to that point, it was like you said, they were kind of going toe to toe. The Minnesota had more of the momentum at that
point.
And that interception completely changed the momentum that Minnesota had. And then after that point, they were never really able to get it back.
True. No, I agree. I thought that was a big play. I thought also I'm gonna be real. Like the Ravens being down 10-6, and they punt the ball. I mean, and the Vikings punt the ball away with like 40 seconds left. I think it was something like in the first half, 40 seconds left. And I'm gonna give Wester Wester received the ball like around from the 5-yard line or something like that. And he took it like he had a good return. And I thought that gave them, because usually if Minnesota had kind of stopped them, they down the ball there. Usually guys don't return it there. So say he did a fair catch, that's from the 5-yard line. You're probably not going to get in field goal range to get to that point to tie it, to get the game to 9-10, right? I think it was important to get points at the end of the half. And I felt like Wester deserves credit because I felt like Wester, by receiving that and getting the ball to like, I want to say the 25, 30-yard line, something like that. That play to me was huge. I think that kid deserves a lot of credit. But I'm with you. I think obviously the Starks play was huge because it was a play where J.J. McCarthy was feeling himself and he steps in the pocket and he throws a bomb. He's going to his guy like, it's Justin Jefferson. Everybody's going to go to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Malaki Starks comes out of nowhere and gets that interception. So to your point, the game definitely changed there.
And let's give credit to the secondary for their coverage.
Yes, I'll say, I mean, definitely.
He really did not have a big game.
Yeah, he was frustrated too. He was really frustrated. He was very frustrated.
And I have to give them credit for that.
Yeah, they did a good job. They were real physical. There were some plays where I know why he's frustrated, because there were some dicey plays where he thought he got pass interference called. He should have got a pass interference call, but I thought the referees let him play because he was physical in the same situation with the cornerback. I mean, leaving my name. He's the one that was on
Humphrey.
No, it was another one. He's actually that's an African name. I want to say he's Nigerian. Number 3.
Oh, Chidobe Owezie.
Yeah, he's Nigerian. Owezie. Yeah, he played him well. He played him tough.
Oh, he did. Yes,
he played him tough.
That is very true.
He played him tough.
And I also, when you talk about changing the momentum of the game,
Mm-hmm.
so Malaki Starks, he got that interception. The Ravens, they didn't get a touchdown off of that. They just got a field goal.
Yeah.
But then I want to say the next series is when
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Humphrey got his.
Yeah. Yes.
And so I think that those two back-to-back played a huge role in changing the momentum of that game. And Marlon, at the time, I didn't realize it, but he was playing with his finger wrapped up. So he didn't have his hands completely available.
Mm-hmm.
So to still, I mean, granted, Justin Jefferson fell, but to be able to actually haul it.
He made the play.
Know. I'm like, it is what it is,
it
right?
Is what it is,
I said something on the social media about J.J. McCarthy might want to chill on the deep balls, because that's how he got intercepted the first time, and everybody wanted to, well, Justin Jefferson fell. I'm like, so what? He's throwing a deep ball, okay?
He's making the play. He made the play, but I mean, I don't. It's wild because I don't. Obviously, full transparency. I'm a Michigan fan. I love J.J. McCarthy. He's one of my guys. Okay. I'm a Michigan fan. I love I grew up a Michigan fan. It's crazy. I grew up a Michigan fan. But so I was like, when he threw the interception, I was like, I mean, it is what it is. I was like, he failed, but I was like, you got to make that throw because one-on-one, it's Justin Jefferson against anybody. You got to throw that against anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's Justin Jefferson. But to your point, I ain't going. He made the catch. Dudes drop interceptions all the time, so I don't really look at it to your point, Carita. I'm not. That's a good play. Cornerbacks miss interceptions all the time. I don't care if he failed or not. He made the catch.
I just want to say this. I feel like on social media, everybody has an opinion. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, man,
but I just think it's funny, and it's just interesting how it's always some man trying to tell me.
Talk your stuff. Talk your stuff. You gotta talk your stuff.
What I'm talking about, or they don't say that. That's what's implied by how they.
It's always implied. Go for it. Talk
to explain something to me. It's like I know exactly what I said, and I know why I said it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I say on social media that is just out the clear blue sky.
Yeah.
So I just thought, and that was one of those things. Everybody's trying to tell Jefferson fail. So. All
right, a question from Barbershop Talk Podcast. You guys are dope, FYI. I want y'all to know that. Even fan, great Ravens win. Question for Carita: are we going to see Keaton Mitchell more involved in the run game? He gassed the Vikings. I thought he should have been on offense a little more. He played well, but yeah.
He did play well. And, Coach Harbaugh, he did say that they are trying to find ways to involve Keaton Mitchell more, especially after the bye week. He said during the bye week, they were like, they have to find some plays for Keaton Mitchell. And I think they're going to keep doing that because every time he's on the field, he's been doing well. Yeah. And throwing some variety into the offense. And they're going to need that more and more and more. So I think we will see him get involved as much as possible. I mean, you can tell that it's still Derrick Henry and Justice Hill, the one for the Ravens. But I do think that they need to find a way to get Keaton more involved in the run game because he does make a difference. And with Derrick Henry, especially when Derrick Henry can't get going because teams are focused on Derrick Henry, I think that's a great time to use someone like Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm like still Derrick. I mean, it's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry to me. But yeah, to your point, Mitchell, 31 yards, four carries. I felt like the use of Derrick Henry was good in this game. He got his 20 carries. I think it's 22 carries. So he had 20 carries. And then also, I felt like in that fourth quarter, he got to be more productive because they got tired. That was they were up, and now you can lean on Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Something we always talk about.
But I think that that's what the Ravens have to continue doing. Don't give up on the run game.
Yeah.
They found other ways to move the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But once that fourth quarter came around, the defense was tired, and you saw Derrick Henry have much better production.
Yeah.
But you got to keep him. Keep him going.
Yeah, I think and especially to my especially when I feel like those fumbles that we saw in the beginning of the season, it's kind of out of his mind. So now I feel like now you're getting like the real Derrick Henry. This is like the time where I feel like you got to kind of lean on that, because that's out of sight, out of mind with him now. Now he's running like Derrick Henry. I mean, to a certain extent, I do think he's a little cautious with the football. You could tell, obviously, but I think the majority of it, he's running like Derrick Henry.
Well, he was fumbling a lot, so I'm glad he's cautious with the football.
Yeah, I know.
He was very serious about.
Oh, I know. You could tell. I mean, what I like, again, and I know this is the past, but he's a guy that doesn't fumble though. Like that's what gets it. Like he's a guy who traditionally he doesn't fumble. He really doesn't. He's not. That's not his MO. As hard of a runner as he is, you would think he'd fumble a lot more. You know what I mean? Like I love one of my favorite running backs of all time is Adrian Peterson. Like one of my favorite backs of all time. But Adrian Peterson will fumble because he runs, so he would fumble. He wouldn't fumble. Derrick Henry don't fumble like Adrian Peterson.
I think you said with those fumbles, that was like almost the most in his career.
Facts.
Just in like a season. Yeah. So he was super frustrated about that,
I get it. If I'm a person who don't typically do something, and I'm doing it all the time, I would be pissed off too. I get where he's coming from. You get okay. Hey, Tracy showing love for Carita, man. Tracy says, love your hair, Carita. Do you foresee any changes? Do you foresee any changes on the O-line? They really got to do better if we are going to make any advancement in the playoffs. And I don't want LJ to get hurt.
Tracy, that's a good question. I don't see too many changes because I feel like if they were going to make substantial changes on the O-line, it would have happened after the bye week, just like they did with the defense. I also think it's a matter of not having many pieces to put in place on the O-line, so they kind of have to go with what they have. Carson Benson, I will say, he was elevated from being inactive, so it sounds like they're trying to get him more involved on the offensive line, but he's still a rookie, so I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference, but I agree with you. I saw some hits on Lamar that I was like, ooh, I don't like that, but I don't foresee any changes on the offensive line.
But they were running Lamar. I mean, Monken was running Lamar. They had you had Andrews hit him a pitch. Andrews like he was running back. I was like, okay,
okay, Tom, I can get in your bag.
He was in his bag. I ain't gonna hold you.
Your bag.
He was in his bag. I was like, damn. Okay, Lamar must be healthy.
I was like, because they're not gonna do all that if he was. Definitely more mobile than the Miami game, but he didn't have to be too mobile anyway. So
yeah, he didn't. But I was like, okay, a pitch to Lamar. Okay, all right. I do like, and it's players that were stepping up too that kind of like popped out to me. Buchanan, I thought he looked really good on the defense. I'm starting to see a lot of Mike Green. I'm starting to see some good things with Mike Green. He's starting to get there. He's starting to look good.
Comfortable, and I do think personally, I think the addition of Draymond Jones is going to help Mike Green and allow him to be more free. And I love it. He's coming. I like how the rookies, like this second part of the season, the rookies are starting.
They're stepping up.
They are showing it. Like you mentioned Teddy Buchanan earlier.
Yeah.
He's really. I think it's hard. People underestimate how hard it is, I think, for a rookie to come in. The NFL is different than college,
oh my God,
at the end of the day. And it takes time. And I feel like if you, in the grand scheme of things, these rookies are doing well fairly early. And even with Malaki Starks, people were giving him a hard time. Like, oh, he's not doing anything. I'm like, this guy is a couple games into his NFL career. What are you talking about? But now look at him. He's clearly getting more comfortable and, and we're seeing the interceptions come. So I think once you get that one interception, you probably feel like all right, I got this now. And then he
With
got a
that,
second one.
yeah, that was the one
Malaki.
he had one. He had one in Miami too, right?
That was his first one.
That
Yeah.
was the first one. Yeah, so that's back to back weeks. Yeah, that's dope. Like, and he was look, coming out of Georgia, he was highly touted. Like a lot of people wanted him. He's
Yeah.
a super talented player. He is. He's a super talented player. You mentioned Draymond Jones. Yeah, your thoughts? He looked good to me out there. But what are your thoughts? Your thoughts on his play on Sunday?
He did look good. He was definitely disruptive. He didn't get a sack yet, but you
Yeah.
saw him flying
Yeah.
around. He was a factor. And even Coach Harbaugh, we were talking about this on Monday, and Draymond Jones came up, and that basically Coach Harbaugh said the same thing, that he was a factor, that he loved his physicality. And I just think, and he said he caught on quickly, he understood all of his assignments, and
Yeah.
there's going to be more that he can do. He just pretty much got thrown into the game, but once he gets a little more comfortable, yeah, I think we're gonna see him be a factor, because he was flying around for
Oh
sure.
man,
He was
big
in the
time.
vicinity.
Yeah, he was
quite a
everywhere.
bit. So it's just a matter of time. But I thought it was funny because, it just gives you perspective, right? Like Ravens fans that at 1-5, they had a right to be upset. But Draymond Jones is coming from the Titans. He was like, it's been a long time it's been a while since I won. Because the Titans, I don't know what their record is right now, but they have barely.
They trash.
Yeah. So it's just perspective. He's like, I'm coming over here. I'm winning now.
Yeah, he's happy. He living his best life now. From
Yeah.
that to this, like from not being in a playoff race to being in a playoff race, he's living his best life.
Absolutely. And I think that is another reason why we'll probably see him continue to be a factor, because if he came to the Ravens having 4.5 sacks in his last 4 games and they weren't even winning, imagine being on a team that's winning. It kind of gives you even more, I think, energy to step up.
No, I totally agree. I thought he looked really good. He flashed. I think they kept talking about how, and I'm just watching the game, kept talking about how he's familiar with the defense because he pretty much ran this defense. While in other places, I want to say he was with was it the I want to say the Seahawks. I want Seahawks. It's somewhere else where he ran the same defense. They kept saying it during the telecast. I was like, okay, he looks very comfortable. Magic, what's going on? Big Magic, what's going on, my guy? So to the defense, all right, we didn't seen a lot now. Like we got a good sample. This 3-game winning streak. They've been playing good. They've been playing better football. A lot better football. To a point where I was like, all right, this looking. I think Orr's good now. He's good now. He's in his bag, and and it's crazy. They showed like a stat where this is typically a thing. Like he starts slow and he kind of ends the season off kind of strong. So you look at it now. This Ravens flipped the script. Last week giving up fewer than about 15 points per game, allowing over 35 earlier in the season, which is wild. You went from 15 points. You went from 35 to now only allowing 15 points, which is crazy. What for you watching it? You've been around this team. What specific adjustments or player performance has changed the tide for this team?
It's a couple things. Ever since they traded for Alohi Gilman, the defense got better, right? And I think that's because it allows Kyle Hamilton to roam more. Alohi Gilman, he is a good safety. On top of that, he got a turnover last week in Miami. So I think that's one thing. But then I'm going to also add just getting turnovers in general, because I asked Marlon, I can't remember what week this was, but it was definitely, yes, exactly. It was definitely during that 1-5 stretch. I said, what needs to happen for this defense to play more consistently? And he said turnovers, and gave a very long explanation. Like, we need to create more turnovers. And now they're starting to do that. And you see the defense playing better. Yeah. And I think the last thing that they are working on is more pressure up front on the quarterback. So you see those things kind of coming together now. And if they can continue to do that, I think that they will only get better.
We Tracy said, and Carita already addressed this, but said, "Hey guys, this just came up on Twitter. Cornerback Jair Alexander has informed the team he is stepping away from football to focus on getting himself right physically and mentally." So yeah, it's a bird, Jay Blazer.
In the beginning of the show, I saw that, and I was really surprised. I do feel bad for him. It's clearly to step away from football. He's clearly not in a good space. I mean, he definitely comes across as a guy who loves the game. So yeah. Big Mag said basically he said when he typed Gilman, you when you said it, you said it at the same time. That's hilarious. Gilman has been really good. On the same page.
Exactly. See, Carita, that's for the folks who be trying to say you don't know football. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Run it back. What happened with Jair Alexander? I feel bad for him, Carita. Was it that he never got better with his physical issues? I hope the best.
I don't know for sure if he's not better. I would assume maybe he's not better physically because that was part of the reason he said physical and mental per the reports. But we just never got confirmation on what his physical abilities were, right? And then, so at first, they said they needed to get him into football shape. And I'm talking about the Ravens. They said they need to get him into football shape. And a couple weeks went by, and then he was healthy. He was not on the injury report anymore. But then he was just a healthy scratch. And Coach Harbaugh just attributed it to numbers and just everything but something may be going on physically, right?
Yeah.
And then he went over to the Eagles, and we heard the GM say he had a conversation with Eric DaCosta to determine to talk about Jair's status and his injuries, and they felt like the risk was worth the reward. And then we find out that he's not going to Monday Night Football with the Eagles. So I don't know. I don't know what is really going on.
I don't know. Like the thing that I would say, I'm kind of starting to think it's like mental. I mean, from not being around, you've seen him more. You've seen him and you've been around him. So I can't I'll just say because I refuse to think if his injuries are that bad, that they wouldn't have traded for him at all. If it's like a career ending type, you know what I mean? Like the severity, I can't imagine because the Eagles, I'm gonna be real, the Eagles be making great trades, man. I ain't gonna hold you. They make deals. Like they get dudes on their squads like that can help them. So I can't imagine where if a player is not it looks like he can't play again and won't be this play again for real to a point where they would make that deal. Now, granted, they did. What was the draft pick they traded? It was a real late draft pick. Was it like a 6 or something like that?
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was anything. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was like a 6th rounder.
Yeah. So now, granted, I mean, yeah, that's nothing compared at the end of the day, to give up for a player. But I will say, I feel like it must be a combination. That combination of both. That's why my prayers are out for him because I'm not sure. It was a free, I think what we said, looks like we got a free 5th from the Eagles. They got a 5th. Dang.
Oh yeah, so we exchanged a 7th to the Eagles, I saw that we got a 6th round pick from the Eagles, not a 5th.
Okay. Big Magic says 5th. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to hold you like I know, but I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to trade a player, you're going to at least want him to feel like he's healthy enough to help your team. So if he has to take a step back physically and mentally, I just feel like it's more on the mental side. I just hope he's right, man. I hope whatever it is, I hope he gets right.
I hope he does too. But not only that, I do hope that when he's ready, if he decides to play football again, I just really hope that those opportunities are still there for him. That too.
Because obviously you met the dude, you spoke to him enough. He seems like a really good dude, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that even more. I mean, you feel bad for anyone in that situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that even more because listen, Jair Alexander, as far as media, because not everybody is the same when it comes.
There you go.
He was just always so kind, always just a good. It's like he wanted those relationships actually like with media, right? Like speaking, having fun, not acting like treating media different because obviously there could be trust issues there when it comes to athletes and media sometimes.
Yeah.
But great guy. Like I remember walking out the facility one day. He was in the weight room. He was looking out the window for whatever reason, just looking out the window. And I saw him, and like he was like, and I just waved back, like a good dude. So, and like I said, when he first got there, he was in very high spirits. So I just hate to see how it has ended for him. But like I said, when I saw him do his interview with the Eagles, something just didn't seem right about his like personality.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jair Alexander. I hope everything goes well for him, man. To be honest with you, I know a lot of people are like, oh, we like they get into, oh, we won the trade or this, that, and the other. I just wish the best of the dude. I know people tend to look at stuff like that, but obviously he's going through something. That's how, like physically or mentally, he's going through something. So for you, Carita, there's a lot of individuals who played their butts off, played their tails off on Sunday. Who would get Miss Parks game ball? Gosh.
I mean, so Coach Harbaugh gives away more than one game ball. So I'm going to do the same thing. In this situation, I don't think it was just one person, though, right? There were so many contributors in that game. So I would say I'm going to give it to all the guys who had turnovers because they were all big.
Yeah, okay.
That was Malaki, Marlon, but Keandre Jackson, like, he's I love the underdog stories. Undrafted free agent. He wasn't the guys that we talked to on the podium. That's true. Aweezie, yeah.
He played tough. Him on Justin Jefferson was tough. It was tough. It was tough. These are good ones. Like you said, a bunch of good ones.
This is a good dilemma. There's a lot of guys that could have gotten a game ball.
Straight facts.
So I'll take that dilemma.
I think it's fair to say whoever you pick on the defense is a good pick, right? I thought it was more of a defensive game. Like when you look at who played, and Lamar played. It wasn't like Lamar. He wasn't Lamar, but he was solid. But
at the end of the day, if the defense can keep playing like this and let Lamar get back to Lamar, 38 is Keon Martin.
Okay.
I said Keandre Jackson.
So but I mean guys who stood out to me. I don't know game ball, but I do shoot. I ain't gonna lie. Buchanan really did stood out to me. I would honestly say, he didn't get the interception. Roquan Smith was balling. Roquan was balling.
He had a good game. Nobody talking about that.
He was balling. Roquan was balling. Yeah, he was balling.
Like that game, people not talking about it.
Yeah, he was balling
because he didn't have like a turnover, but Roquan was everywhere. Like he looked like the Roquan we know.
Yes, facts, straight facts. Like I don't know, I don't know if people, like to your point, I don't think they really appreciate what he was doing out there because he had plays where he was on Justin Jefferson and he was there. He was there in the middle. He was on Justin Jefferson. And he was there.
I was rewatching.
Look. Here you go. Big matches. Like y'all agree. Y'all on the same time right now. Y'all on the same time.
Yeah, we on the same page. But I was watching the first half again, and there was a play where I just saw somebody. It was, I just saw a Ravens jersey close to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, who was that? I was like, who was that? Because it was just like so fast. And I watched the replay, and it was Roquan. And I was like, oh. Because I'm thinking it's like Mike Green or Draymond Jones, but it was Roquan. I'm like, he was everywhere. And he had that almost interception.
Yes.
That he dove for interception, but he didn't get that. He had an interception that he looked like he got, but they said was an incomplete pass. Yeah.
He was hooping. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he was hooping. Like to a point where like to that play. Like that play was so much, like it could have been a pick. Like it really could have been a pick. And like to make that play though, that was like a safety caliber type of play for a linebacker. Like how he played, that was perfect. Now Roquan was and the tackles with how and Roquan was the only negative play he had was like the PI where I felt like he was he was being extra. Like he ain't had to do all that. Like he could have he just blasted the running back on the sideline. I think it was Jones. He was checking Jones and he hit like Jones it was a pass interference. And I was like, you ain't had to do that. You just did that just because you just wanted to do it. But all in all, I thought he was amazing. Roquan was amazing. Like you had so many folks on defense. I thought Starks was amazing. Who else I thought was awesome? I thought Buchanan, honestly, I thought the rookies really balled out. I thought the rookies really balled out
for sure. Yeah. Especially, well, I feel like with Teddy Buchanan, his has been building over the season. I think like Mike Green has definitely
was that the last 2 weeks or something like that?
But he had a sack before the bye week. I think
he against the Bears, right? He played. Did he have seconds the Bears? Am I tripping?
I think it was the Bears.
Okay,
was his first sack.
Okay.
So I would say right there at the bye week, and since the bye week, he's definitely turned the corner, and I like it. You know, you're seeing the guy that the reason why they drafted him.
No, you definitely are. It was really a good performance on the defense, man. Like they get an opportunity to carry on carry this over because they got the Brown this. And and it's talk about, and I think you put out a stat. I saw you tweeted this. Look what they are at now. They're one game behind the Pittsburgh Steelers for first place in the AFC North. Like, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it, right, Carita? Who would have thunk it?
That's what I'm saying. But I said I had a conversation on WMAR2 in News in Baltimore, and the reporter asked me, do I think this team has a chance to make the playoffs? And that was after the Bears game. And I said, if there's for most teams, maybe I wouldn't feel like this, right? But I said, if there's any team who can do it, it is the Ravens. Like they are a very resilient group of guys. And I know everybody calls for John Harbaugh to be fired ever so often.
They do.
But if you really think about it, granted, I know that the playoffs have not panned out in the past couple of years the way everybody would want it to. But if you really think about it, he has a way of keeping this team on track, even when things are not going well for them, right? Because last year, same thing, started off slow, not as slow as this year, but started off slow. But when you ask Coach Harbaugh questions about these slow starts, he don't really get shook. You know what I mean? And I think that there is something to say for that. And that goes to his experience, I think, being a coach for 17, 18 years in this league and with the Ravens, he's probably seen a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they've turned it up. They took advantage of the schedule they needed. I feel like there are certain games they had to win. That's why when we spoke last week about what Snoop did, Tyler Huntley, to get that game in Chicago was huge, right? To see how this schedule is going to pan out. And then that game that you needed to have, but you're going against a really quality team. Was Sunday. Like Sunday was the game you needed on the road against a Minnesota team that's fighting for the playoffs as well. And they found a way to pull that out. So I feel like now they're in position. To your point, they're in position now with no knock on the Browns. Or the Browns are the Browns. You got the Browns next, so you're in a position to kind of get into 500. Even though it's on the road, the Browns do play this team tough. We know that. Have a hell of a defense, but your expectations is to win that game. I'm sorry, they got a rookie quarterback who
you have to. That's what I was gonna say. You gotta take advantage of them having a rookie quarterback. They could prepare for Gabriel this time because he came in the game for Flacco late.
Folks hate Lamar Harbaugh. I ain't gonna hold you, but go ahead though. Go ahead.
It's not just Lamar. Yeah. But I forgot. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
What we're talking about? Now you're gonna have me tripping. The Browns and the Browns against a rookie quarterback and a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, so they have to take advantage of the Browns having a rookie quarterback. I was saying that they can prepare for Gabriel this time. He came in for Flacco late in the game.
There you go.
So he did get a little bit of motion, but this time you know who you're dealing with. And so that's a game they have to win. I say they have to win it because
they do have to win
the state of the Browns. Like if you don't, if you go flop that game, that's just
Yeah, to your point, like they gotta win it because I mean you dug yourself in a hole. Like this is a team, and you're familiar with them. Now you're familiar with Gabriel even more because you got tape on him. You played against them, and you got tape on him. It should be BTA, belt to you know what.
You can't be overly cocky for sure.
No, respect your opponent.
You can't be overly cocky.
Yeah,
but that is a game that you should win. So you can be at 500 again. And see what the Steelers do. Who do the Steelers play next?
Oh, I can pull this up now. They got a tough team. They've been having a tough schedule of late. They may be on a bye. They got a tough squad. I know they got a tough and an easy squad. Let me go on my.
They play the Bengals, I think.
Oh, do they? They do. They play Flacco. Yeah, they do Bengals. They play the Bengals. They play Flacco. I don't know.
I don't know. That could go either way, I guess.
Bengal defense is trash, though. It's one of the worst defenses ever in history of life. I will say that I will say that's
it depends on what Steeler team shows up, though.
Man, don't get me started on the Steelers.
Let's keep it on the radar.
Yeah, exactly. Because Aaron Rodgers is a whole different beast. Mog said, I guess it's about Harbaugh, like scratching Keaton, constantly starting. I keep saying messing the Falalele. Did I say it right? Did I say it right? Did I say it wrong? How do I say his name? How do I say, how do you say his name? How do you say his name?
Falalele.
Falalele. I keep messing that up. Falalele. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna say that correctly. Fala. I'm gonna say Fala. As a Nigerian, I feel bad. I get my name messed up enough in life. I feel like I should not mess up anybody's name. But
I see your examples, but I tell everybody this every time they try to give me some examples. Those players respond to Harbaugh. Like you can say what you want, but I see them and how they interact with him, and they have a good rapport with Harbaugh, and that matters.
I appreciate it. I don't know. GEC Wole and the flock. Oh, okay. Bars.
I see that.
You see that?
I don't know.
You see that? You like? Oh, that's bars.
I don't know. Is that me?
Yeah, you see that? You got to see. You know what I'm saying? Bars. Rep bars.
Just confirming.
Yeah. Have a.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is this right now.
You have a shot. Ravens still have a shot. Definitely.
Right now in this league, no, Harbaugh is not perfect. But in this league right now, do you see how many coaches come and go? Like, there's not too many coaches out here that are well suited to coach an NFL team. The time is going to come where he will. 17, 18, the time will come.
Of course.
But all I'm saying is, I don't know who at this moment you will get.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in the grass is net.
To the postseason and coach through the adversity and effectively reach the players.
No, I agree with you. I'm a big believer in the grass ain't always green on the other side. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of times, I mean, depending on that's why you hear certain fan bases, they'll go crazy after like this team doesn't get here. It can go far left. You can be like the Browns who can never touch real grass. You know what I mean? It can go that way. So it's always when you get a team that consistently competing a contender, consistently being a contender to get to the goal at the end of the season, then you should kind of be grateful at times. But I get it though. Like I understand, like sometimes people think another individual may get you over the top, and that's happened before. But I just feel like, again, people got to be real careful of who who they trying to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because if a person has a winning record, a winning mentality, yeah, granted, you may think this team should be at the Super Bowl by now. That's fair. I'm not gonna argue with anybody about that. But it could be worse. If you can get a guy that come in and they can mess it all up. That's all I'm saying. Harbaugh dances in the locker room at 3-5 after being 1-5. They're 4-5, right? What are they? They're 4-5 right now, right?
I guess he was dancing in the locker room at 3-5, but I didn't see it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I just didn't see it.
Okay. What do we say? If we lose to Green Bay and New England,
so
we'll still
want him to do, mope around like.
No. He's no. This is positive though. This is positive. He said if we lose to Green Bay and New England, we'll still be 10-7 and in the hunt. This is positive though. This one's positive. Go ahead, Carita. Now you can go ahead and voice your opinion.
No, I'm just like. So this team's won 3 in a row after the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
After being 1-5, they're still. Everybody has acknowledged that.
Mm-hmm.
The tweet that you mentioned earlier about me saying that stat was, I think, the same tweet where I asked Coach Harbaugh about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what statement does it make that this team has won 3 in a row, has, climbed back into the conversation when it relates to the division and is 1 game behind the Steelers? And he said the statement is yet to be made. Essentially, he said we got a long way to go, and that's where we are with this. So that is clear, but they deserve to celebrate the fact that they are, because they could have came back from the bye week
and went left
or won 1 out of those 3 games or 2 out of those 3 games. I mean, they're very good at celebrating the moment and then moving on. Yeah. So I just think they're human beings. And I just think sometimes fans need to chill and let them live for a minute. Let them all live. Mm-hmm. And because I was in that locker room when they were 1-5, and that was not, the energy was not
I can imagine
fun energy at all. So I'm glad that they're happy. I'm glad that they are happy, and I'm glad they're getting their spirits back. So that doesn't bother me because they needed that.
Yeah.
Like I said, that 1-5 locker room, not a fun place to be.
I will say this too, though, also, and to your point, Carita. And Paul, I'm about to read your question too, so Carita can answer it. You gotta play the sport with joy. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to. If you don't play the sport with joy, and you can dissect what joy is, but you don't play it with joy, then you won't be successful. You know what I mean? Like, you have to appreciate everything. Like, it's the same thing in life. If you don't appreciate something that you kind of achieved or overcome, then you're not living in the moment. You gotta give yourself time to live in the moment. If you don't, then everything that flies right by you, and you like going to be miserable. Live in the moment when you get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, because if you live in that way where you're stressing, okay, I should be 9-1 or something like that. Like, your thought process, I should be 9-0, right? Nah, like, things happen. So things occurred for that not to happen. You lost Lamar. That didn't help you out. Your defense wasn't playing well. It is what it is. You had injuries all around the board defensively in the beginning of the season. You have now overcome all that to put yourself now 4-5, an opportunity to take over the AFC North. I think that's something that, you should feel like, you know what, we're almost out of it. There should be some semi sense of relief. You know what I mean? Like, period. So I just think that at times if you're coaching or you're a player and you're now, to your point, Carita, you went from a 1-5 start and now you won 3 games in a row. Yeah, you're going to be a little bit more positive, and you should be.
Yeah, I don't really, like I said, I missed that he was dancing in the locker room, but
I mean, I don't see
that dancing as we've arrived. It's like we're making progress.
Yeah, but you got to also, I'm gonna say this though, that can be a situation where dancing can be getting the unit together. Like, is it coming together? I didn't see it, so I don't know. But coaches dances in the locker room all the time, so it could be it could be a way to get everybody hyped, get them together. Like, the vibes are now at a certain point where, you know what, we all in this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a situation. I know Moot, you reference Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick don't act. He will never act that way. That's not his personality. But you know what I'm saying? It's not his personality. But Sean McVay. Sean McVay would dance with his team. He would dance with his team. He won a Super Bowl. Like that doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, did you see the Miami Dolphins celebrate? You would have thought they won the Super Bowl. Okay, I mean,
that man like, something else stuff.
You had that tension. You had that tension of just losing and losing and losing. Like you gotta let it out at some point.
All right, let me read some of these before we end this stream. I got I know Paul's gonna read his question. He says, have the Ravens defense improved? Carita, in your opinion, has it totally improved?
So far,
I like that.
I do think they're on the upward trajectory, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But they are looking like a group that has improved, and I give them credit for that. They just need to keep consistency. It's all about consistency.
What we got here? We got here we go. Replacing the guards is a must. When we get to the playoffs, we cannot let our poor interior line play ruin the run to the Super Bowl. I love your expressions. You're like, okay.
Well, it's not in disagreement or anything.
Yo, I know you're not.
I completely understand. It's just so far, I just don't see it happening. Yeah. I feel like if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. Mm-hmm. But I understand where you're coming from for sure.
What my mom said, Kobe would never Kobe. Different personality. These are all different personalities. I will say this though, like that's a different dude, man. Like I mean, I guess I know what you're looking for. I'm gonna answer. I know what you're looking for, but everybody ain't the same. Like for real, like LeBron wins championships differently. He's won it differently than Kobe, right? They're different dudes. They won championships. You got dudes who are joyful with it. Look at the OKC.
Comparing the head coach to Kobe,
but like the mentality, it's like the mentality, like a Mamba mentality. I know what he's trying to say. But
the head coach, yes, the head coach does have to have a Mamba mentality to a certain extent. But your role is to also breathe life into your team, to keep them going, to be a leader. There's a lot of things that come with a head coach. So that does, just because you saw him dancing don't mean that he don't have his eyes on the prize. Like
I'm trying to think of a head coach who's won multiple bowls. All right, because he's like Andy Reid. Andy Reid's been doing some wild stuff like with Patrick Mahomes and them. He ain't as like Harbaugh's won. I get it, different personalities, multiple championships. Harbaugh's won. Winning one Super Bowl is tough, difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. Andy Reid, multiple.
Andy Reid, he got to the Chiefs.
Till he got Pat Mahomes.
He went without having a Super Bowl.
That's true though. Pat Mahomes. He didn't Pat Mahomes though.
He got Patrick Mahomes.
We got another one. We got comment. How about
example?
Here you go. How about trying number 77 at D tackle? Who's 77?
Daniel Fallalay. That's
my god. Yeah. Damn, man, that's wild. You're a wild boy. I thought you met a real man. What we doing here? One more, Carita. Please tell the Ravens to beat the doors off of the Browns so 12 can start. Shador. Everyone says Shador. Hey, Paul. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well,
I wanted to. I wanted to. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
You never know, because it seemed like after the Dolphins played the Ravens, they took stuff out their locker room. The Ravens always have some kind of effect, so you never know.
Man, I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope they beat the bricks. I hope y'all beat the bricks out of them so bad that they force Shador to play. Like they be like, okay, sure.
I want to see, because right now it does seem like Stefanski is hell bent on not playing Shador.
Oh, he pressed.
So it's going to definitely take a real good beating
for it to happen.
For it to happen. Yeah. And hey, if Lamar does Shador a favor, I would love that.
Do it for Florida. It's Dion, even Florida. They do it for Florida. I will say this though, like, because I'm not like one of those people who just because anybody knows me. I follow Shador for a minute. Jackson State and whatever, because I do HBCU stuff too as well. And I've always liked Shador. Like I've always liked Shedeur. Like I thought Shedeur would, even in Colorado, I knew he'd be successful. I knew he would be good in Colorado. But I will say this though about like Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel's been like the worst rookie quarterback in the world. I do think, to your point though, like he's had some bad games. Like he's had some bad games. He's had a rookie year. I don't think he's a starter. I think that's easy to be said.
I don't think he's better than Shedeur.
No, I don't think he's better than Shedeur. See, but I'm saying like what he's shown. I don't think he's. I've seen worse rookies. Like I'll give you an example.
Oh, okay.
I don't think, and I like this kid, but he's looked bad. And so I'm saying this and being fair. Cam Ward does not look good at all.
I honestly haven't watched him very much.
Cam Ward does not look good at all.
Really? I haven't watched him enough to know.
Right now, I'm like, come on, Cam. I thought he'd be way better.
Is it just out of curiosity? It's not because he doesn't have much around him?
He has Ridley and Ridley doesn't, and that's a struggle. But Ridley has dropped the ball. Let me be fair too at the same time. I'm just saying, as looking at him, coaching does play a part. I don't think he's in the best situation coach-wise. But I will say, like, if you're telling me to just evaluate him now as watching him play football on the field, I would, because Stefanski is a good offensive minded coach. Like people may not like him, but offensive minded, he's a good offensive minded coach. I would say just off watching him, he doesn't look good. Like watching him, but I do use the caveat to your point. There are other factors though too. But I'm gonna give Gabriel credit that he's had like some games. I'm like, oh, that's a good throw. Like, and Cam Ward has had a good game in the league. He's had a good game. I just expected a lot more. If you told me who looked better between Cam Ward and Gabriel, I would probably give the edge to Gabriel. And that's like not saying, but again, to your point, you're saying like the weapons. He has Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley is like an amazing wide receiver.
Yeah, but Calvin Ridley was with Jacksonville, and it's not his talent that's a problem. He's as like a studier, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I got you.
I think it's some more of like,
because he's been like, he's one of the best. Calvin Ridley, and we're just talking shop. Is one of the best route running wide receivers I've seen in this league. Period. He can freak whoever like crazy. Like a cornerback, like you ain't seen him one-on-one. Like that's like wild stuff. But I have watched games with Calvin Ridley, and to Ward's credit, like really had dropped some balls with this dude too, though. So I'm not going to even put it on Ward. But I think Ward will be better than, like I'm saying, Ward will be better than Gabriel. I'm just saying, you're telling me to assess him now. That's what I'm just saying. I'm putting it in context of Gabriel hasn't been like the worst rookie I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this question, and this is really just questions. No,
it's fine. It's fine.
Is sometime that is true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He has been. Real talk. It's a fact. He's hurt. He's been hurt for like 3 weeks now. But go ahead.
He was sometime with Jacksonville too, though.
No, he was.
It's not like he was a problem, but I expected more.
I know everybody does when they get him, because he's that talented.
Or do you feel like if Cam Ward was like in a better, like if you take Cam Ward and put him on another team, do you think he would be better? Or you still think he wouldn't be that good?
I think he has struggles. I think he'd be better.
Okay.
I think we have struggles. I think there's I think he needs to be like, I'm like this with all rookies. I think he needs to be with a real offensive minded coach. I'll say that much. He can't be with a guy who's trying to find his way. He got to be with a dude that's been with a real offensive minded coach. Like Stefanski would be a good one for him, because that's an offensive minded coach. That's because Stefanski is a good, like, he comes from the Shanahan tree. He's a good offensive minded coach. Is he a great head coach? That's to be. I ain't gonna say all that. The offensive minded coach,
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, because his situation, and I'll say this for him, Stefanski, his problem is his quarterback play. It's been like that for like the last some odd years. He was banking on having Deshaun, whatever Deshaun. But he did have a good year with Flacco before like he got older. So he can coach quarterback play. He can do that if you are a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If you are a good quarterback, he can coach quarterback. That's what I'm saying. I think Cam Ward could be good with somebody like him. I think he would be good with somebody like a Sean McVay, and Andy Reid, guys like that, because they can scheme things up to make life easy for him. You know what I'm saying? Even I think he would be good with, to be real with you, because I think it would be easy for him with Cliff Kingsbury here in DC. Like, I feel like because you're not going to ask him to do it too much. You're going to make it easy for him. You're going to build him into the process. Because I do like Cam Ward. I think he's a talented quarterback. He can make all the throws. I just feel like, to your point, Tennessee has a lot to do with it, but sometimes you missing some of those throws. I'm like, yeah, but
it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a little bit more of an uphill battle for him because
I agree with this too. He needs a good defensive offensive line too.
Now you see Tennessee, they fired their head coach, so they're gonna be
he needed to be fired.
Coach,
yeah,
and you don't know what new coach you're gonna get, so it feels like, that coaching hire is gonna be important.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I'll use this example before we close this out. Because I thought he had a good rookie year for what he had, but and now everybody's talking about him like he's an MVP candidate now. Look at Drake May his rookie year with what he had to deal with the coaching staff, and look at him now they got McDaniels as the offensive coordinator who coached Brady, so he's got a guy who has a great resume as an offensive coordinator, not as a head coach. Mike Vrabel as the head coach, who's come from a winning culture in Tennessee, regardless of how people felt about him towards his end, but it was constantly had that team in the postseason and constantly competing in the postseason. You have those, yes, players like him too. So look how that changed the way. Like, look at May now, and you gave him Stephon Diggs, whatever. But you look at. No, I mean, just look at it now and look how he looks this year compared to last year. So I think, to your point, situations do change and coaching does play a big part. But yeah, so Carita, before we end this stream, go Ravens for the culture. Yeah, exactly. For Shador. Shador's for the culture. Everybody knows he is for the culture. So Carita, before we end this stream, how can folks catch your great content for Bowie TV? Also talk about Double Take Sports. Talk about and how they can find you on social.
You can find me on social media at Carita C. Parks. That's where I post everything from Ravens to all my Double Take Sports stuff. You can also exclusively find my Bowie TV content on Bowie TV. That's at Bowie TV Sports on all social media platforms. And last but not least, there's Double Take Sports, which is my sports media company that I started and founded in 2020. We cover everything from WNBA, NBA, golf, college hoops. So we trying to be everywhere.
You are not trying. You better stop saying trying. You better say you are everywhere. There you go. Stop that. Don't do that.
I said trying because it's like more. I want more.
Nah, you're gonna be you everywhere. That's what you're doing. You're gonna want more. You everywhere. That's what it is. It's already stated. That's what it is.
Facts. We're everywhere, guys.
There we go.
I don't even know if I said at DBL Take Sports on social media.
I think you did, but don't worry. It's streaming out here. I made sure it's on here. This Instagram thing is blowing me because I don't know why they changed their features, and now my video looks a little distorted. God, I hate when people change. I was about to curse.
I didn't change to the new. I know they did something different. I didn't change because I wasn't ready for the change. I didn't know what that change meant.
I don't know. Like, I feel like my StreamYard, the Instagram thing. Once I make it's live right now, but once I upload it, and you'll see it, it's all messed up. My box, like the pictures over the box, it's like people do too much. They do too much, man. Shoot. All right. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Appreciate for y'all pulling up. Hey, Carita, we doing are you going to Cleveland?
No, the next away game I'll be at is Cincinnati.
Oh, dang. All right. Do you want to do a pregame? It's up to you.
Well,
I'm a real one. So I say this. You can say no. That's just because we're online don't mean you can say yes.
Yeah. Because I was this past weekend. I was not in the what do you want to call it?
I got you. Your guy ain't say nothing. Say less. Say less. Say less. Because y'all game is at 4:00.
Oh, is it at 4?
It's a 4:00 game. Yeah, that's why I asked because it's a 4:00 game.
That's a 4:00 game. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different story. I could do that.
Because I got we will be playing. We playing at 4:00. We playing at 9:00 in the morning.
Yeah, because y'all be in Berlin.
Yeah, so I got 9:00. So I got to do it. Madrid, I gotta do the pregame. That's like an 8. Yeah, never mind. I know. Yeah, we got 9. Yeah, I know, bro. We're not prime timing. I gotta wake up at 9, like at 8 o'clock to do a pregame, and then I gotta do a post. I'm a sleeper. I don't be having time for that. It kills me. I got 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, we can do
Oh yeah, okay. It's 4:25. That's fine.
Yeah, see how it works.
If I'll be good by then.
Hey, you wild. No, I'll be good by then. You wild. Oh man, you want to do a post game show too?
Maybe.
No, well, can I do a post game show? Can I? I'm trying to figure out if I can. I might make myself. I don't know. Yeah, I know, right, Paul? She wilding, right? I know she wilding.
Why?
She like, I'm being the right state of mind. I know.
No. Let me just clarify. I'm a little bit of a I ease into the day, so that's what I mean. Like I probably be easing into the day, but by 4:25,
you'll be good.
Still easing into the day, that's a problem.
Paul, let me tell y'all my lifestyle. If I can't make something like that, I ain't easing nothing. I was out too late, and there you go. You should be out. It's outside. You should be outside. Enjoy this. It's cold outside now, though. It's starting to get cold.
One thing I do need to check on: why do I feel like the Wizards might play on Sunday?
Ooh, I think that she leaving brunch. That's what Paul just said.
They play at 6. I don't.
Oh, they playing on 6? They at home?
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, yeah, you should go. Yeah,
see, that's gonna overlap. But see, that's gonna overlap with the game.
Oh, snap! Don't y'all watch the game at the little? You can watch it in the press, right? You can watch it in the press area. I'm giving y'all way too much info.
I don't know. To be determined about the Wizards.
Who they playing?
Let me see.
That's a question.
The Nets.
Oh, my man, Michael Porter in town. I like Michael Porter because he's funny as I don't know what. Because he don't be caring about basketball. That's what I love about Michael Porter. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be real on here. If you're new to this stream and new to Raven stuff, I cover the stream. I'll be so real. Like I'll just have real random conversations.
This is how my schedule be. I'll be over here trying to figure everything out.
See, I do this in life. This is like my life thing. William Blue. Yes, the Ravens needs a good offensive line. Yeah, they probably do. Everybody, yeah, this offensive line thing is like crazy. Cancel. My man said cancel brunch at Georgetown.
I won't be at brunch.
Paul, you funny, man. You funny, bro.
No, I am gonna do the pregame for sure.
She's on the pregame. She's good.
The postgame question.
Don't worry, we can recap. We can recap that.
I gotta go to the Wizards game.
We can recap that on Tuesday. It ain't a big deal. Don't worry about it. That could be a recap day. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm gonna do after a certain time. I tend to if I got to knock out the Commanders
if you're
early.
Up since 8 o'clock in the morning, I know you'll keep going, but still.
Nah, if I gotta if I gotta be here 8 o'clock, if I gotta do this, because I will do it, because I'm not saying I got to, I know I will do it. Then I'm not gonna probably go out Saturday, which that messes me up mentally. So then I have to figure out how am I gonna finagle myself outside on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. This is how I think. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is how I think. Cause I'm I've been inside for so long. So I've been inside. I've been real good, which I'm pat myself on the back. I've been real good of late. I'm a realist. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. I appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate you.
Real over here.
Yeah, keep it real, man. That's what we do out here. We keep it real. They 1-10. Carita, you can do that game remote. They 1-10. I forgot they all 1-10. Arabian Wizards, yeah. You get a game remote. Hey, chill out, man. She gotta be professional, man. Don't do that to her, man. Paul, she gotta be a professional. So funny. She covers the Wizards, man. She a professional. You gotta understand when you're a professional, you don't care about wins and losses. Actually, it sucks, but you don't. You out here to cover a team. I'm sad for Jack Daniels. What is his return looking like? Oh, All right. He's supposed to come back. The rumor is I don't want him to come back. The rumor is he'll be coming back after the bye. That's the rumor.
I mean,
I don't know why though. I mean, he could chill. You know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But you know, it is what it is. So, but y'all appreciate y'all pulling up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't eaten anything today. I finished playing basketball. Kind of tired, so I'm just letting y'all know. I'm kind of exhausted, but I appreciate y'all though. Anyway, man, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene, but I just dig deuces. We are out. Peace.
Swag.